Hi there. I'm Miranda.
Hi, I'm Mariana.
And we are
Two Sober Chicks.
Welcome back. Yeah, still. We've got some questions and answers.
That's right. It's been about, we're now both about 2.5 years sober.
Yep.
And we thought of some questions, so
yeah,
here we go. So Miranda.
Yes.
What has surprised you the most about sobriety that no one warned you about?
Oof, the fellowship. How many others are sober? Seems like there's a lot of people in the rooms that, you know, being sober and a drunk planet kind of deal, where there's so many, you know, everybody's partying. I didn't realize that there was a whole fellowship inside the rooms of people that are not drinking. So I think that, yeah.
Okay.
This is for you, what does your life look like today that would have seemed impossible when you were still drinking, Mariana?
What does my life look? My life looks amazing today because I wake up with fresh eyes and I know where I'm at and I know I'm in bed with myself and my dogs and I just have pure joy and I have energy to take on the day, you know? Today, I love my job. I just thought of that today. I just got done working a shift and I literally was driving here and I was thinking, I love my job. And I love my job because I'm not hungover. I get to enjoy people. I get to listen to people, you know, and I get to go to AA meetings. Like I get to, you know, which at first I didn't think I'd ever get it. But now I love my life.
Excellent.
So Miranda, when life gets really hard now, what tools do you reach for instead of alcohol?
You know, it's prayer. It's calling my sponsor. It's calling you. Reading a lot, you know. There's daily meditations to read, and that really is like higher power talking to me, like what needs to be said and heard. So I think, you know, that there's 1,000 things I do now instead of reaching for alcohol. That's like the last that's the no option, you know. That ain't happening.
Right.
So it's amazing. And Mariana, how has your definition of happiness or success changed in sobriety? Kind of touched on that with the last question.
Right. So, like a really good day for me is starting out my day by going to the Early Birds 6:50 a.m. meeting. Really early.
So early.
So early. Even though I'm always late to it. I'm still working. Progress, not perfection. So starting a day with a meeting, you know, then going home and doing some prayer and meditation. There's an app I like to use called Insight Timer. There's a meditation on there called Upon Awakening, and it's actually page 86, 87, 88. So it's amazing and reminds me. And then I have some breakfast. I play with my dogs, you know. And then if it's my day off, I'll go to the 12:10 meeting, you know. And then I'll go to another meeting later that day. And in between, I'll go to the gym or, you know, and then I go in fellowship with people from AA because I love to be around people that are also sober. Oh, is that you, God?
Yep.
But, yeah.
Sober people are the best.
And there's so many fun things to do when you're sober. You know, when I first was getting sober, I was like, nothing's going to ever be fun again. And
yeah.
Bowling, going to breakfast.
So much fun.
You know, just hanging out, watching movies, and just, I don't know, life is abundant, and there's just so much.
Yeah, so true.
Miranda, if you could sit down with baby Miranda.
2.5 years.
2.5 years today. Not today, sorry.
That was on the 1st.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you're old news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So if you were to talk to baby Miranda, first walking into the friendship club, trying to figure out life, what would you tell baby Miranda?
well, the first day that I quit my sobriety day, I hadn't been into AA yet. I waited 6 months, about 5.5 months, to get into the rooms. So I probably would have told myself, get in there sooner. Start making your friends. Start listening. Start having fun, living again. Being of service, for sure. Instead of sulking, being sick all day. Ugh, I hated that.
Yeah.
It's awful. The only cure was to drink more.
Right.
So I would say get your ass in there. Make it happen.
Practice walking through the doors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know that's
Yeah. Always the fear of being late. Like you.
Yep.
Like you do for the early birds. Always, just it's this parking lot's full. Don't interrupt the meeting. All those things that weren't true that I had in my head.
Yeah.
Can't interrupt the meeting. Can't be late.
Yeah. I was on my way into the meeting the other day. Of course, I was running late. Once again, I'm trying to work on my timing. And I saw this woman sitting out there with her dog, and I didn't say, the meeting's inside. But I alluded to, like, hey, do you know there's a meeting that's just started? Would you like to go in there? And she goes, well, I'm drunk.
Aw.
And I said, that's okay. Just try not to share, because that's one of the things they say is don't share if you're intoxicated in some of the meetings. But you're more than welcome to come and observe and be in the room, and you can still feel the spirituality in there,
It's
And-
hard not to share
Yeah.
when you've been drinking. You just blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And she stayed for half the meeting, so at least she made it through half. But it's
Yeah.
just like, just get into the door,
The start.
just to start to feel the other people around and just being in there,
Yeah, that's true. It's hard. I mean, I wish I could wave a magic wand and be like, bring, and here it is. This is
Right.
what it's like. This
Right.
is how it works. But people have to go through it,
Yeah.
go through their stuff.
So what's one belief you had about yourself while drinking that sobriety proved was completely false?
I think that I just thought, I had this romantic version of when I travel, I have to be able to drink. Like if I'm in France, I have to have champagne. And there's this romantic version of the alcohol in the world in my daily life. Like, because I was just saying, I'm an adult. It's my life. I'll do what I want to do.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, it's legal. I'm not hurting anyone, although I was hurting everyone
Right.
all around. But yeah, I think that thinking that it's just intertwined with everything in life, thinking that I had to have it in order to travel or to enjoy stuff like concerts or ball games or whatever it was. And so that, I've enjoyed myself, like you were saying earlier, so much more without, being able to remember stuff and not be sick or make an ass of myself.
Yeah.
I can do that without alcohol. What, Mariana, has been the hardest part of staying sober after the first year?
After the first year,
After the first year.
I feel like what's been the hardest is trying to get down a routine, now that I'm almost at 2.5 years. Now I understand that at the beginning of people were like, keep coming back. Have you tried praying and meditating? These are the little tools that they start to try to ingrain in you to try and get a routine, because us alcoholics, we need a routine. Like, we need structure because we're so used to being so chaotic and just living life by the seam of our pants or seat of our pants. What is it saying?
It's the seat.
Okay, seat. Okay,
Yeah.
excuse me, I'm
But
foreign.
there's a seam in your seat, too.
Right.
So
So
think about it.
I think finally getting down a routine, like waking up, praying and meditating, going to meetings, reaching out to my friends, my truth tellers, how my sponsor likes to call them. Meeting up with my sponsor once a week. These are the things that I'm now learning as I'm in the second year. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
So Miranda, how has sobriety changed your relationships, such as with your family, your friends, your husband, or even yourself?
The relationships with my family's changed night and day. I mean, I was pretty absent. As a mom, and so the boys see me, and see me doing well, and that's good because they know what it's all about. When I go to meetings and when I leave, I'm going to come back. Mommy's not going out for a pack of smokes and showing up 3 days later.
Right.
I go for an hour, come back,
Yeah.
And if there's any question, they know exactly the building I'm in and where to find me. So that's been wonderful. Yeah, my husband always wanted me to quit. He was always like, maybe just take a break. Just take a month off from the drinking and partying and stuff. And so, but it really had to come from me and not, I couldn't have my mom or my husband telling me, you need to quit, because that just threw gasoline on the flames of my addiction. And so, but it's hard. It's because they do care. They love me and they wanted the best for me. Right. They were giving their advice, but I just wasn't hearing it. So I had to have that moment of, the whole thing, desperation, clarity, the white light moment, and just say, hey, I'm done with this. Yeah. Which made my sponsor's life easy because, there wasn't I wasn't thinking about going out and drinking. I was thinking about staying in and working it, So what is something you had to let go of in order to grow in recovery? Mariana.
There's so many things I have to learn how to let go. My ego. My ego is not my amigo, is what I've learned.
That's what they say.
The people pleasing. It's kind of like in my job description to be a people pleaser, but then in my life, I have to have boundaries.
Yeah.
And with that, I have to pause many times throughout the day to prevent old Mariana from coming out. You know what I mean?
Popping back up.
Just popping off. That's popping off.
Here she is, folks.
And letting go of control and trying to be perfect. I'm a control freak. Even though my life used to be chaotic, I don't understand why I would thrive on wanting such control now. Maybe it's because my life was such a chaos. And and resentments. Now I try not to have resentments because I know I'll have to make amends.
Yeah.
So now I pause a lot. Yes. I almost feel like I'm a deaf mute sometimes because I'm like, I shouldn't say that. That's probably not appropriate.
You could just be a mime.
Okay, I can mime it.
Yeah. Just mime it out.
Yeah. Just middle fingers everywhere.
Well, maybe
can't
less
even do
fingers,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
more innocent miming.
Oh.
The G mime.
The
G-rated mime.
G-rated, yeah.
G-rated mime for sure.
So Miranda.
Yes.
If someone listening is afraid they can't stay sober forever, what would you tell them?
Well, first of all, it's one day at a time. So you try not to dwell too much about the past or the future. I think if somebody's afraid that they can't do it or get started, like I did it, I didn't want to do it at first. I didn't know until I knew that I was ready and that this was the life I wanted and that I chose. There's so many tools to help along the way with recovery. Don't be afraid. It's a change. It's definitely a shift, but it's a positive thing. It's like a new chapter that you have to write. And yeah, that's what I did, was just stay close with my sponsor, work the steps. That was the best thing that I could do, and it's still not perfect. I'm not perfect. The program, for me, the way I work it isn't perfect, but I'll be learning till the day I die. There's nothing to fear. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Mm-hmm. There's another question I have for you.
Okay.
Which is, what's one thing you still struggle with today that people might assume disappears once you're sober?
I still think about the drink.
Yeah.
You know, the obsession has been lifted, but I was out at breakfast with a friend of mine from AA, and we were fellowshipping, and we're actually talking about the book and not just everyday life.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because I think it's important to not just to shoot the shit all the time when you're fellowshipping. I feel like sometimes if you finish a meeting, it's nice to regurgitate it together, you know, and see what we've learned or bounce off ideas, and all of a sudden this glass just started shining in the corner of my eye, and there was this champagne flute looking thing. Oof. And there's these four women, you know, bougie looking, and my crazy ass started looking at the menu, trying to look up the description of what was in that glass. And then while he's talking, I'm just not fantasizing, but I'm just like, what does that drink do for me right now? What would happen if I drank that?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden in my mind, this whole scroll came down of like photographic memories of me dancing on tables, doing inappropriate things, being thrown out of fancy restaurants. And it's like, moderate drinkers can drink like that or whatever. You know, people who don't even, she didn't even finish the glass.
Yeah.
That's what pissed me off the most.
That's abuse right there.
Yeah, it's alcohol abuse.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, I kind of romanticized about it, but then I let it go because I don't want that, and I don't need that in my life. I enjoyed my iced tea and my corned beef hash and my beautiful walk back to my house, you know?
Sure.
And,
you play the tape forward. Like if I take that one drink, I know for me, it's going to lead to 10 more drinks and then a couple other bottles. You know, see you in a few days. Yeah. So, and then like I was talking about earlier, the headaches and the stomach and all that stuff, you know, just going through it. I'm like, no, got to stay away from that first drink so you don't go downhill completely. And
you're talking about the insanity. I remember I would be vomiting and then drink more.
Sure.
And then vomit and drink more. I'm like,
you're not supposed to do that.
Right. Right.
Well, they say you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm a nurse and I still did it and I know it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. The sobriety does not discriminate. I mean, alcoholism doesn't discriminate, you know. Could be rich, could be poor, could be born into family that don't drink. Like my parents didn't drink. So it can happen to anybody. What is, this is a fun little question, biggest sober purchase that made you smile? What is something you purchased in sobriety? Because you know how sometimes they're like, oh, she's got new teeth, she must be sober. Have you heard about that?
New teeth?
Yeah, people get new teeth once they get sober.
I thought that was like once you quit smoking cigarettes or
meth.
Smoking other things, yeah.
Any fun purchases? Vacations?
The ankle weights and the wrist weights, the gym. Well, I had the gym membership for a couple years, but didn't use it until recently. So because of my sponsor told me don't try to do everything to heal yourself, fix yourself, overburden yourself with a bunch of stuff all at once. So I had to wait a little while and just work the steps first, and then I got into the gym to do that. You know, because that's a discipline too. Waking up early and doing that, and being healthy. You know, different part, the physical stuff.
It's funny you should mention that. I just went to Define today, and I had my first session for personal training, and you know how they do your like BMI and all that stuff to see how fat you are right now or whatever. Well, I went there 2 years ago, and so I've lost a significant amount of weight since I quit drinking, which is great for my health, which is, another reason to quit drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to get back in the gym and not just pay for the gym membership and then go into debt with it, because they sent me to collections when I was drinking,
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm actually using my gym membership, and I'm excited. Like, I'm excited about life now. Like, I'm excited about going to meetings. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Wake up excited. I'm happy. It's just borderline sickening because I'm like, who is this person? You know what I mean? Because I used to be so miserable and just,
it's a new you.
Woe is me and feel bad for me, And
well, you learn a few things along the way. You continue to learn. I've learned.
Yeah, and I've learned from the people in the rooms too, the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's been stuff. People are people still.
Yeah, and people will continue peopling and spread rumors and things like that.
Sure.
And you just have to
focus on self.
That's right.
Don't get involved in that stuff.
Not selfish, but
Yeah. Going to the meetings. We love the meetings.
Yeah, and there's so many meetings around town. I actually met a newcomer today, and I helped her download the meeting guide app. And I helped her download the Everything AA app, which has all the books on there.
Yes.
So it's like, even if that was just my one interaction with her, that I may never see her again, at least I explained to her how to use the app, because I said you could use the meeting guide in any state that you go, because she's also from another state. And she was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I'm like, yeah. And then there's the Everything AA app where you have all the books in your hands. So there's no excuses not to read Daily Reflection or, any of the books. So that's what I wish somebody would have. Well, that wasn't around 2.5 years ago. So technology just keeps evolving, and so do we.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's true. Gotta slow down with the kiddos.
Oh, how big they're getting.
Well, the technology stuff with them.
Oh, yeah.
No, we didn't. Or you're a lot younger than I am, but I didn't grow up with all that stuff.
Yeah, I was AOL.
AOL.com. That stuff. That loud ass noise?
That loud ass noise. Yeah. My mom would be like, can you get off that shit? I'm all, no, I gotta go talk shit in chat rooms. Okay, so let's do this. Fill in the blank. Sobriety gave me back.
Sobriety gave me back my life. My entire life. And everything good about it.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing sunsets for the first time. Because I used to see him and be like, oh, wow. But I was just blasted, didn't really see him.
Mm-hmm.
Or feel him. I guess it's a feeling, too. Along with the visual. So that was...
Touching grass.
Oh, just everything in nature, I think nature is huge.
Yeah.
Me. Taking walks in nature and just...
Hiking.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I still haven't gone hiking, but I need to.
Let's go.
Okay.
Probably not right now because the torrential thunderstorm and...
Right. But I was thinking sobriety gave me back my intelligence, I guess. I've been able to go back to school and pursue, my master's degree because I was in no shape to help anybody. I couldn't help myself, and it's like once you start getting, what do they say the order is? You start to physically feel better, then you start to mentally feel better, then you feel spiritually better, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like once with that progression, I feel like in January I can go back to school and in 1 year finally become a nurse practitioner and be able to give back to the community at a higher level.
Yeah. absolutely higher level because we already are. Like, we're not driving around drinking behind the wheel. We're not, harming ourselves. So we are giving back without even knowing it. But yeah, the better equipped we are to really help in the community. The nursing thing is awesome.
Yeah, and I got a new sponsor, and I'm redoing I'm doing the steps. I didn't complete my steps, so I'm going to the very beginning.
Nice.
And I've experienced some spiritual awakenings, and that has been eye-opening to the point where I've cried.
Nice.
I have my feelings now. I'm not numb. I could feel things. It's just it's unbelievable. This program is just so eye-opening, and these steps are there, and they've worked for so many years. And I just wish I would have gotten this when I was first put on the plane to New Mexico in 2008, and I'm only 2.5 almost years sober.
Yeah.
So it takes as long as it takes.
That was my DWI. It was in 2008.
Oh, really?
So,
Mine was 2013.
well, if we would have gotten it in 2008, but it just wasn't the right timing,
Yeah.
I don't think,
You get it when you get it.
Yeah.
Depends on how rock bottom your bottom is, or if you even have the opportunity to have a bottom. Some people, you fuck around and you
Find out.
You don't find out. You don't find
find
out.
out,
You just
right.
die.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sad.
So it's a blessing every day. Oh, God. There's this thing where it says, name your favorite slogans
Oh.
from AA. So you go.
You got a bunch. Live and let live is a great one.
Yeah?
That's serenity prayer,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, that's great.
What's yours?
What is... Of course, I'm going to draw a blank right now.
Yeah, of course. We said one day at a time earlier.
One day at a time.
What else?
Blessing or a lesson.
Oh, stinking thinking?
Think, think, think.
Oh, think. Don't
No matter what.
No matter what.
Progress, not perfection.
Yes. I think you mentioned that one earlier, too. So many.
But,
Yeah.
I'm just glad that we finally are able to get back into the studio, and
We got back together. We've had busy schedules, but here we are in the hot-ass studio.
that's okay. Life gets lifey, but you know what? The Friendship Club and all the meetings are always here.
Friendship
Friendship Club
is here.
This is the only club I go to now. That's
Hey.
where it's popping,
Yeah.
and I don't pop off.
No. I got about 7 different... I live here. You've seen my cot?
Yes.
We could get bunk beds if you
Oh
want.
my God! Yes, let's get bunk beds.
Yeah. So just stay.
Just stay.
Just stay.
Yes. Just
For today.
stay.
Tonight, don't pick up.
We're always here for you.
Oh,
We're like the Motel 6. The light's always on.
Hey.
The light, right? Or when you're here, your family. Whatever.
yes.
Those are
I think
different.
that's like a
That's Olive
food.
Garden.
Yeah, it's a food slogan. But I love you, dude.
I love you very much.
All right.
Till next time.
Till later.
Mwah.
Gator.